Welcome back to our show, Sweet Home Africa. Once again, my name is Mrs. Augustina Anyanwu, and help me welcome my friend,
Mrs. Glory Ezema. Welcome back to our show, our Sweet Home Africa. It's always a pleasure to have you.
Wow,
All right.
so excited.
I know.
Give it to us.
Okay, well, it's time to rebuild Africa.
Yes,
so that's why
yes,
I'm getting
it's long
excited.
overdue.
I know. We talked about problems, but now we're moving forward to rebuilding Africa.
Amen.
All right, so it brings us to our topic today. It's rebuilding trust among our people.
That's right, that's right. That's so important.
That's true. I know trust has been such a major issue because we don't trust each other. So my friend and I, we will give a little insight in terms of the problems that we're having with the mistrust and what have led to some of these mistrusts among ourselves and things that we can do to make it better so that we can work together to rebuild Africa. So my dear friend, I know trust has been an issue in our country and with our people, even in households, communities, states, local governments, national, everywhere. And let me add this, I'm sorry, before you start. I mean, the trust is not even in Africa only, but even Africans that have migrated to other places, like the ones that live in America, they don't trust each other. I mean, they don't trust the people, the indigenous of Africa too. So it's almost like it's all over, wherever Africans live, they don't trust each other. So let's give a little insight, my friend, in terms of what we have to do to bring unity among ourselves. Yes.
My dear, you just went straight to the point. So if we start from our own household, if husband and wife don't trust each other, they're not going to make it. No matter how you fake it, if there is no trust in any relationship, you are just like wasting each other's time. So trust is the key in doing business. Husband and wife, what I mean, the marriage, even friends. If I don't trust you and you don't trust me, I don't think we can be doing this together. So that brings us to, a little wider aspect of it. One man business. If anything like the wind or whatever, the economy is not good, it always like shake and almost like going down. But if 2 or 3 people that can do business, one can be in marketing. Let's, for instance, like in advertising, because some people are good at talking to people and then they will get them to at least see what they have. And some people are good with paperwork and some people are good with hands-on. So that's the 3 people, they can do business and they will flourish. But when there is like an issue or a question of trust, that business as well will go down. So we take it to a little wider area when it comes to, like you said, even here, even no matter where we are, a whole lot of, in the country, mainly the black race, they have problem trusting.
It's good to call a spade actually.
Yes.
Because we said, I mean, exactly. Because we can't live in a state of euphoria and pretend like things are going well when it's not going well. So that's why we're hitting these things on the head. I mean, we're from Africa, so if you don't identify your problem, then it will be hard for you to find a solution. So that's why we are really bringing it out to the public.
And looking at it, a whole of Africa is full of Christianity. I don't care what you worship, but we believe in something. So believing in God, whatever church you belong to, I think that will give us more sense of how you can build trust. Because when you get together to do something, you're supposed to trust the person. The master don't even trust even the driver. The driver don't trust the master. Even a house girl in the house don't trust the madam don't trust the house girl. So it's just a problem that are rooted from the grassroots. So now for us to start building trust, for us to progress, for us to prosper like other countries, you get to have a sense of trust. And that trust will come with expertise. If you know I am good, let's say in marketing, so you leave that one for me. Then if she is good in talking to people and bringing people, then you leave that area for her. Because what happens even in business, we keep on crossing paths. If I'm doing advertising, you're going to get somebody else. When you hire the right people to do the job, those that have license and are experts in their job, trust them, trust their instinct. But when you, because you're the boss, you want to interject and bring so many ideas that don't match that line, they don't want to offend you. Guess what? They're doing it that way. Tomorrow you say, oh, he ate my money, he didn't do it right, he run my business down, but you forgot that. You caused it because you don't trust them. You want to get in there and give your own idea and have a meeting, and your word is final. So let's start trusting each other, from husband and wife, friendship, whatever we are doing, even religious leaders. They don't trust each other, because that's why there are so many churches all around. If they trust each other, believe me, they will have mega churches. Where you will let somebody else officiate, somebody else will do this, somebody else you can preach, you can teach, you can do any other thing. Is that question of trust is all over the place. I don't know what input you have. How are you going to tell us to work together, trust each other, and do whatever for the betterment of our leaders of tomorrow, for the betterment of the world, Africa, and the black race as a whole. So, what do we do?
I know, thank you so much. I love everything that you
said.
said.
Brainstorming, huh?
Exactly, we're brainstorming. But actually, let me bring you back to history a little bit, because it's always good. I tell people, you know, at a point, it's always good to go back to history, because it will help you. Because when you know what happened in the past, it will help you to know
where you're going, how to correct yourself and not make the same mistake.
Exactly. And the question of trust with Africans, which I have understood, is that actually it's rooted in slavery. Because many years ago, when slaves were being sold, unfortunately, sometimes it was their brothers that sold them. So you will have one person in the family that maybe will go out and then, you know, take money or take bribe,
it's still going on
exactly, now. Take bribe and then sell their brothers. So that's when the mistrust came. Because people don't trust each other. They were so afraid, oh, you know, if I go to this person's house, and then the person might take my children and then sell them into slavery. So the unity, I mean, among people were really, really divided. I mean, people were just afraid of each other. So I think that's the consequences of slavery, the mistrust. Because I think even prior to slavery, I heard that Africans used to work together. They did things together with their kings and their queens. But because of that slavery too, they lost trust in their leadership. They don't trust the king and the queens anymore, because it was through them that I mean, the Westerners were able to bribe
and buy the children
and be able to buy the slaves. So that's where the mistrust came in. So, but at this time we have to move beyond our hearts, exactly, and then be able to start mending fences and forgive each other, and then be able to see how we can work together. I'll just use an example here in the Western world, because they have businesses. So what they do, most of the businesses, you could see that sometimes two people start a business. You hear like A and B, you hear about B and C. So these are people that join. And then other races, we've seen Indians, we've seen people from different places, they come together, they start a business. And once they start that business, when that business starts growing, each person can branch into their own, you know, their own private businesses. So what we could do as Africans, we have to learn to trust each other. It's okay, I know it will take a little while, but we have to come together, because I've noticed that when two people start things, it's easier, because when one is discouraged a little bit, the other person will encourage the person, and then we'll keep on moving. So we just have to learn to start building this trust. I know it might be a little bit difficult, but now that we've told you how it started, what brought it, now I think it's time for us, like I said, move beyond that and be able to love each other, and then patronize each other, because sometimes
that's a big word.
That one is a major topic that we're going to address actually. So we have to learn to appreciate who we are and what we do, because some of us know how to create certain things. Some of us make creams, some make foundations, some people make different things. But when you look at it, we don't buy ours because we feel that ours are inferior. So, but I have to let you know that I use our products. Everything that from head to toe, I use our products anyway.
Okay.
And I found it to be very, very beautiful. So I appreciate what we have. So if we can start doing that and build trust among ourselves, I think we can do better in businesses, in everything that we're doing. You know, I mean, if you don't trust your brother, who else are you going to trust? Let me ask you. Because, I mean, I know that, you know, we're always afraid of each other, like I said, but let's give it up. Let's give it up. But it was rooted in slavery, and years of slavery is over. So let's just come together and then move beyond our hearts. That's my point today. So I don't know what else you have to add.
You did so well by tracing how you think it started. And now we're in a new era. You understand? And the people are more educated now. So I think whatever they did out of ignorance shouldn't be still ruling or controlling us. Like you said, we need to move forward. We need to look out for each other. We need to start trusting each other. We need to start working together. We need to patronize each other. Like the young, talented and the gifted over here, there come people that, you know, have money or, you know, are specialized in that area. They encourage them. Some of them will, they give them some kind of incentive so that they can keep on doing what they're doing. Rather, we tend to pull each other down. Like even the people that you're in the house with, they will ask you, oh, is that what you think you can do? Do you think you can do it? They will tell you people that have been doing that. And they didn't make it. They never saw those that are, you know, that have progressed in doing the same, you know, whatever you're doing. So once we start working together, patronizing each other, supporting each other, encouraging each other, I think we'll be heading to a better place when it comes to development. We will be heading to a better place. And then try to at least love each other. You know, give word of encouragement. It doesn't cost you anything. Even if you don't have money, even if you don't want to join the person, if you are in that business prior to your brother or anybody that come to you and say, my dear, this is what my intention. What do I do? How can I do? Please do not advise them the wrong way. Let them know the right way to do business so that we won't be caught into doing things that we're not supposed to do. So I know Africa as a whole, we are bigger than, you know, some small petty stuff. But that small petty stuff is kind of like rooted and is doing us harm than good. Let's work together. Let's encourage each other. Let's start trusting each other no matter what. Let people display their expertise when it comes to business. Instead of, you know, you're trying to pull them down, trying to cross road because you think you've been in that business for the longest time.
Exactly. All right, so to cap it off, and I love what you said. There's something that you pointed out that I just want to elaborate a little bit more.
Okay.
In terms of the Western world, what they do is whenever they discover a talent, they try to develop it, just like my friend said. They encourage the person, even if it means coming out to help the person build that talent up, to be able to, you know, for it to get bigger. But I noticed that a lot of Africans, when they see talents, nobody, I mean, like if it is a small child that has, exactly, when you see a small child or even someone that is doing so well, instead of encouraging the person, whatever you have, you can encourage them, I mean, financially, you can even encourage them even by word of mouth. We tend to suppress ourselves, even discourage. And then, because we always wait for the end products, but we don't help to the person to be able to exactly nurture it. So here in the Western world, any talent that is discovered, you see people run around there, help the person and build the person up. And what I have understood, look, what they do is like when you build someone up, the person that has the talent will benefit. You that is building the person up will also benefit.
And other people will benefit.
Exactly.
You know,
so that's our point. Let's come together,
let's work
build
together.
trust, build each other up, and then we'll be able to build Africa.
That's right. Even if you don't get it, your relative, your child, you never know down the line who will benefit from it. In that way, the person will not forget you. And even if they do, God will not forget you. Exactly. So keep on doing good as usual. All right? And let us trust each other. Trust is the main thing we are talking about. We need to start trusting one another. Instead of looking at everybody like they dare to attack and kill you or pull your business down, or now want to be bigger than you, they open their own business. Please, let's know that whatever you can do to help us build Africa, please do not hesitate and get it done so that we can come back home.
Exactly. And don't be afraid of it.
We can come back home.
Exactly.
Yes.
All right. right, so that's our topic today. It's always a pleasure to have you as our viewers. Thank you so much for watching us, and thank you for your wonderful comments. So we'll keep on going, and if you have any issue that you want us to address, you can email us, or you can even call us, and we'll address it as much as we can. Thank you once again, and have a blessed week.
And God bless you. Thank you so much for listening to us, taking your time to sit and to listen and comment. And you know, that helps us. Like I always say, it encourages us. If people don't watch it, we're not going to do what we do. But we are doing it just because of all of us. Thank you so very much, and may our God bless you. Thank you.